Namaste. I am Nayaswami Devi, and this week I want to share with you a touch of light that we'll call the power of grace in our lives. Some years ago, I was having a very difficult time. I was challenged by a situation that no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get the right handle to pick it up with, and it was giving me a lot of suffering. I didn't know what to do. So I began looking at the teachings of my guru, Paramahansa Yogananda, and what he recommended to change our consciousness. So I began meditating more than I had been. I began praying for this situation. It involved another person that I couldn't get along with. So I began praying for that other person. I began doing affirmations to change my thought pattern and to affirm positive attitudes. I did all of these things, but I'm sorry to say nothing seemed to work. I was still very much stuck in the suffering of this situation. Finally, I came to my teacher, Swami Kriyananda, and I said, Swamiji, am I not trying hard enough to overcome this challenge? I'm doing all the techniques that our guru taught, but still my consciousness doesn't seem to change. And he gave me some wonderful advice, which I'll now share with you. He said, all the techniques of yoga are very helpful and very good, but it's ultimately the power of God's grace that changes us. And then I understood. And so I continued in my efforts, but not just as techniques in and of themselves. With every prayer that I offered, I asked God's grace to come and change me. With every affirmation that I did, I tried to draw on a flow of higher consciousness. So in other words, if we see our personal efforts done in isolation, they have a limited benefit. But if we see in our efforts to change and improve our life, we are cooperating with higher consciousness, the benefits we can gain are much, much greater. And so I began picking this problem up from a new approach. And with every technique that I did, with every affirmation, I was inwardly saying, God, let your grace come. It is your grace that will change me. And then finally, I was able to really break through and have the right attitude so that I found equanimity and harmony once more in my life. So I invite you, if you're having a problem on any level, pray, meditate, all of these good things, but never forget to ask for that flow of grace, because that ultimately is what changes us.